Is it time to buy or sell Fluence Energy stock? In this video, we will explore Fluence Energy in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 11th of August, 2025. And now we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any critical updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the potential of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 13th of June, 2025, our system has ranked Fluence Energy as a buy candidate, giving it a score of 1.70. Let's take a look at the stock's performance during this period. Those who followed our analysis would have enjoyed an impressive gain of 82.44% since we first listed Fluence Energy as a buy candidate 40 days ago. This translates to an average return of 2.06% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is positioned within a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating the likelihood of further increases within this trend. The current 3-month trend points to a potential change of approximately 86.47% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 68.34% to 132.66%. In terms of a longer view, our 12-month analysis suggests a projected change of negative 68.32%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 100% to negative 68.43% over the coming year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price between $0 and $2.89. Our latest daily update for Fluence Energy highlights a challenging day on Monday for Fluence Energy Incorporated stock, which experienced a decline of approximately 0.544%. On the last trading day, which was Monday, the 11th of August, 2025, the stock price decreased from $9.19 to $9.14. Throughout the day, the stock fluctuated by 6.45%, with a low of $8.84 and a high of $9.41. The price has fallen in 6 out of the last 10 days. However, it has increased by 3.39% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, trading volume rose on the last day by 3 million shares, despite the declining prices. This could signal an early warning, suggesting that risk may slightly increase in the coming days. In total, 5 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $48.24 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $24, while the lowest was $3.46. Currently, the price stands at 61.92%, or $14.86, below the 52-week high. It is also 76.80%, or $30.26, below the all-time high achieved on November 15, 2021, when the price peaked at $39.40. Fluence Energy today reported its results for the third quarter of 2025 and importantly reaffirmed its guidance for the fiscal year 2025, signaling confidence in near-term revenue and backlog. Over the summer, the company achieved significant milestones, most notably the record 500-megawatt, 2,000-megawatt-hour Tomago Award in Australia, which brings Fluence to approximately 5 gigawatt-hours of projects in that market. Additionally, they secured a 300-megawatt, 600-megawatt-hour contract in Wellington and have initiated new large-scale deployments in Germany with Verbund, all while validating the safety of its GridStack Pro 5000. These bookings and product validations enhance revenue visibility, provide potential for margin scaling through long-term service and software contracts, and mitigate regulatory execution risks. However, there are challenges. Recent developments in litigation and a shareholder inquiry into board conduct, along with ongoing U.S. policy headwinds that have impacted domestic sales, introduce near-term volatility and downside risks. In the short term, anticipate stock movements related to quarterly performance and legal news. Over the long term, if Fluence successfully delivers on global projects and promotes the adoption of recurring services and software, there could be substantial upside, provided governance and policy risks are effectively managed. Analyst ratings. On Friday, the 11th of July, 2025, it was reported that Jefferies assigned FLNC an underperform rating with a hold recommendation. On Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025, it was reported that BMO Capital assigned FLNC a market perform rating with a hold recommendation. On Thursday, the 15th of May, 2025, it was reported that Jefferies assigned FLNC a positive rating with a downgrade recommendation. On Thursday, the 15th of May, 2025, it was reported that Jefferies assigned FLNC an underperform rating with a downgrade recommendation. On Tuesday, the 13th of May, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned FLNC a neutral rating with a hold recommendation. Analysts have assigned Fluence Energy stock a general sell rating. They categorize the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as neutral. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also rate the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for Fluence Energy. There are mixed signals in the stock today. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Tuesday, the 22nd of July, 2025. And so far, it has fallen by 10.48%. Further decline is indicated until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume increased on falling prices yesterday, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the stock should be monitored more closely. The Fluence Energy Inc. stock holds buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, offering a positive outlook for the stock. Furthermore, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two indicators, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support will be found at the levels of $8.67 and $8.17. A breakdown below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal 15 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 38 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 7 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal 50 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 4 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 37 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 30 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Fluence Energy. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $7.98 and $7.48. There is an inherent risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead the stock to decline to the next support point. In this case, Fluence Energy Inc. finds support just below today's level at $7.98. If this support is breached, the next points of support for accumulated volume will be at $7.48 and $7.34. This stock may experience significant fluctuations throughout the day, indicating high volatility, and with a considerable prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is considered to be high risk. Over the last day, the stock moved 570 cents between its high and low, reflecting a change of 6.45%. For the past week, the stock has demonstrated an average daily volatility of 5.06%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Fluence Energy, let's briefly review some important fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This vital metric gauges a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is incurring losses. It is not uncommon for even well-established companies to go through downturns, often due to factors beyond their control. However, if a company consistently shows negative PE ratios, it could suggest inadequate profitability and potential risks of bankruptcy. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 11th of August, 2025. Analysts have consensus estimates of -2 cents. It is important to monitor these figures closely, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Fluence Energy. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Fluence Energy is at $9.44. If you do not currently own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be breached before considering an investment. For those who already hold the stock, this might be a level to evaluate for swing trading. On the downside, Fluence Energy faces its first support level at $7.98. If this support level holds, it may present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Fluence Energy from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's review some recent insider trades. On the 17th of July, 2025, Williams Peter Bennett made an insider purchase of 8,588 shares of Class A common stock. On the same day, Williams Peter Bennett also sold 3,887 shares of Class A common stock. Additionally, on that day, he sold 8,588 shares of restricted stock unit. Earlier, on the 12th of May, 2025, Arnold Cynthia A. conducted an insider purchase of 33,000 shares of Class A common stock. On the 20th of March, 2025, Arnold Cynthia A. also bought 11,341 shares of Class A common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 10.995. In total, insiders bought 1,220,764 shares and sold 4,241,484 shares in these last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $8.73, reflecting a decline of 4.52%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a higher level of risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal stemming from a pivot top identified 14 days ago. Is Fluence Energy stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators, along with a generally favorable trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a reasonable chance for Fluence Energy Incorporated stock to perform well in the near term. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 12th of August, we anticipate that Fluence Energy will open lower by 1 cent and begin trading at $9.13. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and are held liable for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.